And today I am sharing my Chaser tune, or Toyota Chaser tune on CarX Drift Racing. First off, I just wanted to have a go at it, show you guys with the wheel cam that I now have set up, and then hopefully you guys have something on this tune, because I hear a lot of people, some of them are struggling with the wheel, and I heard a few subscribers like, hey, do you want to share some tunes or how your settings are? So I will share how I have my force feedback settings and everything. I will share the tune as well, and then from that, I'll just do a few rips then first, I would guess. Also, this video, if you're playing this game on a controller, yes, the tune will work, because a wheel tune is always good on a controller, but I don't think you really need a good tune on a controller, because for me, from my experience, it's just a little bit easy on the controller. You can basically slam anything on there, just care about the looks, and it will drive. But I think with the wheels some people are struggling, and that's why I'm sharing this. I will do more videos if people want to. This is just the tune of the Chaser, which I think is very nice, this car. Very consistent, very smooth. So if there's enough animal for it, I will make more videos of a few cars that I really like and think, yes, this tune is good enough for sharing, because some I'm still working on, because some cars have some weird, I don't know, weird behavior. Why is the camera doing weird stuff? There we go. It's a bit hard because I'm using the PlayStation camera, but the cord going from here, wait, there's the camera, from here till the PlayStation there, and the cable is not long enough. So that's also why I'm doing this in a live broadcast. So there's going to be one clip. I could do with dual cams and just do a body cam, chest cam, and record and put it in there. But this was the easiest way to just do a quick video of a tune. Also just sharing the wheel cam, how the drifting is. And because this is a live stream, we now have our first first viewer. Welcome. So I'm just gonna run this down, think back up, and then I'll share the tune and share the wheel settings. As you can see, I'm running a Trustmaster T300. A bit too hard. A T300 with a hydro custom e-brake. As you can see here in the bottom, just about here, there's two plates. If I pull it, they connect, and they use as a handbrake, which is two wires going all the way through the wheel, and it's wired to the L2 button. If you want to know how how the handbrake works, because soldering the wheel there's so many videos already on YouTube. If you want to see how I did this, just take a look on my channel, because I did a video on this. And that way you have a hydro e-brake on basically any PS4 game. You just need to button map it to the right button. Also, I'm running a shifter, which is a little bit out of sight. Hold on, there it is, the THA 8A shifter, and I'm running the Pro pedals. So with the clutch, for the right amount of clutch kicks. Let's run this back up and then give you guys the tune and settings. I usually have my cars in a way that I can hit fourth gear and just clutch kick and it will spin. A lot of the cars here have a lot of power. I'm also running tire adhesion on 120%, because I think it's too slidey and too icy if you have them on 100% or even lower. It might make the game easier, but I like to have that feeling of a little bit of side bite when you're drifting. Because like drifting in real life, the first time I was doing it, I was like, whoa, you have a lot more grip than you think. And misconception, because I speak to a lot of people, it's like, oh, you're drifting, oh, so you want shit tires. No, you do want grip. It's not that you don't want grip, you just want the amount of grip that you're able to spin the wheels on. But more grip equals more control, so. Also, this handbrake on this game, especially if you're running a wheel, so good. Oh, someone incoming. Is he gonna take the outside, inside line? Made it. Also, this game is cross-platform. If you're still not playing this, and you're on PS4 and you like drifting, what are you doing? Because next to Assetto, I think this is one of the best drift games. GT has nothing on this in terms of drifting. On the controller, yes, it's arcadey, but as soon as you plug a wheel in, it becomes so, I don't know, it becomes so realistic. Or, not 100% realistic, but 180 degrees around from what it is on controller, I think. Because I started off on the controller like, oh, this is fun, it's arcadey. It's still a lot of fun and easy to pick up. And then I plugged in the wheel and was like, oh, I can't do this. And then I started fiddling around with the tunes of the cars, and I was able to get it. And I was like amazed of how this game really is putting itself out there as a pretty serious drift game. But I think most people will know this game by now, especially if you're into drifting, because, yeah, it's just that good. Also, I have another thing I wanted to touch on, because this game is gonna get an update, and I will read to you the news article. So, that's a run up and down the hill. There we go. And now, I'm gonna, yeah, let's just do that. Finish the race. Completely exit. So, what I was saying, because we have a loading screen anyway. Oh, it's gone already. Nice. Let me pull out the message. Hold on. Also, doing that in the meantime. Yes. There's all text all over the screen, but you don't see anything. Maybe if you go up close, yes. Okay, so what they're saying on the Facebook page, we'd like to address directly to our PS4 community. We know that you all want our drift racing on to become the best racing game in the world, blah blah blah. We share your wishes and continue to work to make it happen. We are currently putting together a big update for the PS4 version, which is going to include a lot of new stuff. New cars, new tracks, new customization options, and new features to improve your gaming experience and offer a deeper immersion into the world of competitive drift racing. We are doing our best to bring all of the above into the game as soon as possible, and we are going to do so in the future. Thanks a lot for your patience. We love you, your emotions, and your passion. Anyways, when it's coming, there's no release date yet, but they're working on a big update. New cars, new tracks, new customization options. So, yeah, I'm very happy with that. Now, to do the tune, let's go to the dyno stand. My cam is in the way. That's a bit annoying, because now I don't know the first value. And there's no way around that. That's inconvenient. Anyway, I think if you do everything else the way that I have it... Oh wait, I think I'm running 19 inches on wheels. Yeah, it's all doable. Okay, so I think if you just add in all these values that... Oh wait, I can point. If you add in all the values, you can just lower the car here, and then well, make it look however you want. I gave it a bit of poke and Ebisu spec because that's how the tune started out, as a big, like, there was wheel gap and pokey tires and stuff like that, and I don't know, it kept morphing into the car it is now, and it's driving awesome. So, as you can see, front spring stiffness, I can name it all up for you, but I think by now you've like paused the game and just copied all the values. Front cameras on 10. What I usually do, and this is a good tip, I put the front camber on around 10. I like having a lot of camber on the front. And then I turn down the Ackerman on like 30%. Ackerman is the difference between how far this wheel is steering and how far that wheel is steering. So as you can see, the outside wheel is a lot more out than the inside wheel. Now in drifting, you're putting your weight mostly on the outside tires. So by lowering the Ackerman, the outside, the leading wheel, which has the most pressure, is kind of a little bit more angle. So from my experience, that helps you catching a little bit more angle, or like reverse entries, backwards entries. Also, it keeps the car a little bit more stable because the inner wheel is now not following, so it's sort of dragging a bit, which I don't know. It works. It drives phenomenally. Anyways, I put this on 30%. That's sort of the base tune that I go for with average most cars. Then around 10 degrees of camber. This has 10 exactly, but. And then the caster, if you change up the caster, as you can see, it changes like how much the wheel is creating positive and or negative camber on the rotation. So with 0, it's having a little bit negative camber. If you go on 10, you can see it has a lot of positive camber. What I'm kind of doing is putting this on 30, this on around 10, and then I dial back the caster that you're sort of flat. This is a little bit, it was on 5.6. It still has a little bit of positive camber, but not too much, because you want that tire to be like on the ground as good as possible to get that grip. Anyway, how this is set up, this works. And if you think, hey, I'm running a different car, different tune, and you take bits from this and you try it out, you think, or a specific thing of this car, you think, hey, this drives well, you can just copy paste things to other cars and see how it works. If it's not working, you can set it back. That's how I usually roll. Just, setting a baseline, getting further and further until you think it's good enough. Anyway, the rim size is 19 inches, as I'm not mistaken. Also, the bigger the wheel, the harder it is for the car to get them spinning. Like a small wheel is easier to spin than a big wheel. In this game, it really makes a difference. With this tune, if I bump the inch up from the wheels, it will start feel not as powerful. Same as with the tire sidewalls. If you make bigger tires, they're more grippy because they flex a lot more, so they grip up more. So the smaller the sidewall, like tire profile, the smaller it is, the better. The more slippy it is. But then again, you don't want to drift on drag radials. Hey, that is Spock giving me an invite. Hold on. Tire width, 265s, 285s. Well, like I said, you can just copy paste it, and you have to really go through it all. Like I said, the front wheel adhesion and rear wheel adhesion, I just bumped them up because I like a bit of grip. The cars are powerful enough to get them to spin. You can see it. I just put it in fourth gear and just go for it. And if you go in too fast for a corner, you can somewhat pull it away from the wall or have some control over the car instead of just having McDonald's trays at the back and just, yeah, you're sliding. You're not slowing it down anymore. Full power, everything maxed out. The transmission, I think the lock is almost all the way up, just like 1.0 or somewhere in the 90s. I think the final drive might be stuck. If not, then usually I only change the final drive to just make the gears in total longer or shorter. So, and then we have the brakes, which is the front brake bias. I have it all the way to 80%, so it's more. If you left foot brake, basically it's like 80% to the front, so it's like you're almost eliminating the rear brakes. So you can just go through corners and left foot brake, and you're only holding the front wheels, and by that not limiting the power going to the rear wheels. Because if you change this the other way around and you try to left foot brake, you will just kill it in the RPMs, kill the power, and the car dies out. So that said, save your changes. I have not changed anything, not on purpose. That said, with the tune, I would say go have fun, try it out. If you like it, please put it down in the comments what you think of it. I would love to have some feedback. Maybe you have some improvements even. Let me know. I would love to try them out. Also, controls. Yes, here we go. The wheel. This is just the buttons. It's not. Oh wait, advanced settings. Clutch automatic. Oh, that was not. So then every time you miss shift, it's still grabbing it, but now it's manual. You still have override of the clutch, as you could see in the video. 900 degrees maximum, I think it is. Yes. And then I didn't touch anything that much. I just touched the force feedback to 0.6. I think if you have too much force feedback on a wheel, this wheel is gonna want to go anywhere of everywhere, and I think the force feedback need to be in that level that you can be in control over it. If the wheel's controlling you, like I want to go left and right, and you just then it's not gonna work. So too high of a force feedback, just like a real life car. I mean, they don't have crazy high heavy steering. I mean, some cars do, but on average, no. You have power steering in a lot of cars, and I have not experienced that heavy steering in a car ever. So not even in an old series Land Rover that my parents had. So everything else, well, this is pretty much it. So it's not that exciting. So by that, I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching. Try out this tune. Please like, comment, subscribe on the video. Definitely subscribe if you want to see more, because depending on the feedback on this video, I will share more tunes, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.